Hello, my lovely Starborns. Welcome to your collective reading. It's been a while, I know, and I'm not going to apologize or make any false promises, but I love you guys and I will always be back. You know that. So let's see. Let's see what's going on for my lovely collective. 777 is a crucial number for you. And no, it has nothing to do with lottery. And 333. Messages for my lovely Starborns. What's happening? Do they need to know why it's happening? How is it a blessing? Messages for my collective watching this. Messages. Okay. The shapeshifter. Why? The thread. Blessing. The nectar. The mountain underneath, which is the number 33, master number, highest degree. And if we get into the occult side of things, you know what that's about. I hope you know. I think you know. Many of you rabbit hole dwellers, you know what that's about. Yeah, so I'm not going to get into it. But what I'm getting here is people's masks are really nothing for you anymore. You can see right through the mask. You can see the original face even without trying, you know. And the beauty of it all is you're not calling them out. You know, your energy is such, you're not calling anyone out. There is no need to do so because there is so much power here in your own personal energy field that there is no need to sort of like, you know, defend yourself as well as, you know, prove anything to anyone. You are accepting people as they come. You are accepting them for who they are. You're holding space for the ones who touch your empathy points and all of that, yeah? But you're letting people be who they are. You're letting them show you who they are. And in turn, you're doing the same for others, you know? Many of you, yeah, okay, maybe you are wearing some masks. Maybe you need to, you know, shield yourself, whatever it is. But all I'm going to say here is none of these masks are fooling anyone. Receiving end or the one wearing the mask, whoever it is. But more so beyond the mask. Now this, you see, it's a snake skin. Yeah? And we know the year of the snake is ending in a couple of months. And then the horse is charging in. And the horse is reminding me of the energy of the Ashwini Kumaras. And they are the twin horses, the deities of the very first nakshatra in the sign of Aries in Vedic astrology. So Ashwini Kumaras are basically the healers of gods. So that's sort of like a big deal, yeah? Healer, 33. And there's also something about healing from healing. Does it make sense? Because healing is sort of an overused word, especially in our community, spiritual community. Yeah, not everything is about that. Yeah, a lot of it is, but like not everything, you know, everything cannot be boiled down to healing and recuperating and whatever, you know. And there is a deep perspective shift that is happening where you are moving into a space where you could feel like very detached from things and your own surrounding, but at the same time there are those few people, those soul family members you deeply connect to, and only they matter. All right, I don't even know if I'm doing justice to what I'm feeling right now, but it's almost like there is no need to seek validation. The only validation you seek is from source. And the source energy is so strong here, especially with the nectar, it's the amrit. It's the soma. You're reaching out for it and you're getting it. This is showing up in your blessing. Look at this card. Reaching out, yeah? Why? Because you made the effort to climb that mountain. The mountain of your own soul. To reach that integration point. To face your own shadows and darkness. You know, face your own subconscious mind. There is a lot of healing, let's say healing in double quotes here, Yeah, happening in the subconscious has already happened in the subconscious, and right now it's time of fruition. It's time of grounding that light that you have become. And at the same time, you have become very comfortable with the yin, with the darkness, with matter, what is around you, all of that. You are not trying to follow a script, an old script written by, I don't know, maybe people who came before us or whatever. It's like you are writing your own script. You are basically creating a new design for the new earth. All right. And this one is transpersonal, but at the same time, very, very individualistic. All right. The focus is on the individual. And that's sort of the energy that we'll be moving into very soon in 2027, if you know about the cross of the phoenix. Yeah, the way we understand connections, relations, and institutions, even the house of marriage and all of that, everything is shifting drastically. Like we as humans, our needs are changing because energetically we are changing. We're becoming more cosmic in nature. We are getting more and more in touch with our cosmic presence. And the more we are grounding this energy, the shift is happening in a way where we are in this gray space where we're like, oh my god, what other people are doing, that doesn't resonate. What are we supposed to do now? Don't worry, you'll know what you're supposed to do. Yeah. All right, let's see. Spirit, show me. Also, there is this I feel this energy of being so at peace with other people's darkness too. It's almost funny, it's almost like, yeah, that's all. I mean, that's it. Isn't there more? It's almost like you sometimes perhaps you poke, them for a reaction or something. That is that all? Is this how loud your darkness is? Have you got more? It's almost like people are backing off, even without you trying to, like, defend yourself. Does it make sense? It's your energy speaking for itself. There's a shield around your auric field, impenetrable, almost invincible here. Beautiful. Let's see. And other people can also perceive you as someone who's, I'm hearing the word draconic. And you're draconic. If you're on my channel, if you're a part of my soul family, you're draconic as F. Who is the dragon? Who is the dragon? Who are the gatekeepers of the grid? The dragons. The mother, the creatrix. She's a dragon. And this has nothing to do with reptilians, by the way. Okay. And even though reptilians are, assumed in a certain lens, they are high vibrational, no matter their history or whatever. They come from a higher dimension. They're disconnected, sure, because of their own egoic BS, but 11th dimensional beings, you cannot mess with that. No one can. So, light dragon, dark dragon, you cannot mess with any of these beings. And you're one of those. Okay. Many of you could be born in the year of the dragon, year of the snake, year of the monkey, year of the horse, year of the rat. Show me. And obviously the energy here, Isis. Isis is everywhere. We talk about creatrix. When I say creatrix, you think Isis, okay? Because she is the divine mother. She is the one with 10,000 names, but also the one who is nameless. But she is found everywhere. Every goddess you worship goes back to her. It's her. Those are her attributes, part of her. We are all a part of her. Anyway, let's see what's happening for my lovely Starborns. Transformation. What is this? Death. What is this? You cannot come back from this. This is a massive shift in the consciousness. What am I telling you? It's, yeah, my nose is itchy, massive shift. It's like you are changing as a person, and perhaps you are not able to keep up with how quickly, how swiftly you are changing. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for it, make you feel guilty for it, blah, 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 nothing. Just be, breathe. Yeah, you need to breathe. You need to have some techniques in place. Do some breath work, Yeah, because voice activation is at play here, because you've been sitting with yourself for a long time. You've been seeing, you've been a witness. You've been a witness all your life in many ways. But now is not the time to be a witness. Now is the time to grab this pentacle from the divine above and go after what it is that you want. Sky is the limit. It's not you. You're beyond. Look at your cards. Look at it. Look at it. No amount of drama, interruption, this or that is going to stop you. And with the shapeshifter as well as that coming together, that is, I'm just hearing people cheering. I don't know why. Maybe because there is that light show going uh, on the Burj Khalifa. But yeah, they're cheering. So yeah, something to be happy about. So much to be happy about. Anyway, that's it. Show me. Queen of Wands. 12 Cups. Yeah, also that's what I was getting with the shapeshifter. The devil energy is very much about the addiction, especially because it is the opposite. It's on the axis of the lovers card, yeah? So it's the opposite of the lovers. So this sort of love, friendship, anything, there is like a lower level of, let's call it frequency, vibration attached to this sort of attachment, okay? So your attachment, your language of attachment is shifting drastically, okay? You don't want to be around people who dim your light. You don't want to be around people who want to grab onto your energy field and suck on it, like feed on it, basically. You don't want to be around that. You don't want to be claimed as a property. You don't want to be like because your dharma is connected to the masses. Seriously, like people are still cheering. They're still cheering. They're whistling. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so your concept of friendship has shifted drastically quite a lot. Your concept of love has changed quite a lot, okay? Certain things perhaps oh my god, what's going on? They're going crazy. I don't know if you can hear it. They're cheering for someone. Okay. Anyway, yeah, forgot what I was talking about, but let's see how is this a blessing from lovely Starborns. Judgment. What am I talking about? Judgment, death together? The way you have been perceiving real connection, the language has shifted so much that even you are not able to recognize it right now, okay? But trust me, there is a connection coming in, there is a friendship coming in, there is something coming in which will help you realize the new shift that you have moved into. It will help you realize your true love language. It will help you execute your true love language. Okay? And it's going to be super, super effortless. That's how you'll know. There is no stress about it. There is no holding on, latching on to anybody about it. There is not wanting that from the other person. There is no need to prove anything. There is no games. There is no manipulation. There is none of that. It is from God. It is simple. It is effortless. It is from light. The chariot underneath. This is what is coming in for my lovely collective in the year 2026. I don't know if I've told you guys. I think I have mentioned a few times, but I had a dream long ago when I started doing tarot. I think 2 years into it. I saw this dream where they told me the judgment is also a card of marriage. and it's showing up here with the Two of Cups. So your idea of marriage is also very, very, it has changed quite a lot. Let's just say that. Let's see. It's like there's no rush here. Wow, so many cards. Temperance. Wow. Devil and Temperance. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. It's happening because you have defended yourself. Even without trying. Especially because Temperance was reversed. It's almost like it's that sort of energy where, you're not even trying to transmute anything. You're not even trying to like do anything about whatever was happening in your life. You were just, again, witness. This is witness consciousness. You're just letting things be. You were allowing the universe to unfold the mysteries to you. You've been through a lot. I'm not going to lie here. You've been through a lot, especially with death and judgment, and then, Temperance showing up in the reverse. It's almost like your patience was tested. And perhaps you've been emotionally tested and also harassed, I'm hearing. Yeah, because the stock is crying. But there's a fire burning, and no one can take out this fire. No one, especially with Seven of Wands. There is defense here. There is spiritual defense here. And yeah, you're like this deer, protected, guarded from harm. No harm can reach you. That is life altering. Does it make sense? Is that energy here? Moving forward, nothing. And I'm also getting intuitively, you know this. Intuitively, you know this. I don't know why I said it like that. Intuitively, whatever. So you know this, but it will be made more apparent. You will. Some things will happen that you will realize that it's not a coincidence. It's a pattern. There's pattern recognition here. And as soon as you put a finger on it, it's just going to expand. This protection, this help, spiritual help, is just going to expand, and it's going to keep expanding in your life. And this also includes protection of whatever material wealth you have, or whatever it is that you're aiming for. All of that, defend it. And I also feel like with the 11/11 portal in November, something has drastically shifted for you. Like very mystical energy, supernatural. Whoa, this card wants to show itself. Yeah, Three of Swords. What's that? Queen of Swords. Yeah, you are not afraid of getting your heart broken, and at the same time, you're not afraid of doing the same. Does it make sense? Could sound brutal, but it's not, because it's almost like you don't want to be tested, and you're also somebody not to be messed with because of the energetic production that is here. I mean, I wouldn't want to be your enemy. No one in their right mind should want to be there. That, should want to be your enemy. And I also feel like you do not even consider people enemies, even if they want to be that, badly. It's almost like when they are doing too much, it's like they're just asking for healing. Crazy. Yeah, they're asking for healing. They want to be triggered into healing. They want to kiss the light. Because you're healed from healing. There's something about you reaching a zero point where it's like, it's not about getting hurt. It's not about just healing. It's about being. You're moving more into being. Does it make sense? Let me know if it does. I don't know what I'm saying. The spirit is here. It's being. Let's see. How is the nectar a blessing from a lovely Starborns? Ace of Swords, breakthrough. Double lightning. Year of the snake, eye-opening, enlightening. It has brought nothing but clarity. It has brought nothing but healing from your own, the deep, dark trenches of your own shadow. It's emergence. It's coming back to life. Not Pink Floyd, but the Pink Floyd is coming in. Yeah, maybe it's all the rainbows. Again, underneath, Three of Swords. The the way you understand pain, separation, trauma, heartache. I mean, I feel like many of you have suffered so much. You reach a point of no return. And let me tell you, this is not being desensitized. Something totally opposite. It's like so sensitized, so in touch with the soul that it brings nothing but clarity at the end of the day. Because it's not just about you, because you're not personalizing the experience. It's about everyone involved in the story of heartache and pain. It's not just about you. And I know that is something very, very difficult to understand, especially if you are at the receiving end, if you're a victim, let's say. It's something so difficult to understand. But that's when the perspective shift comes in, right? Once you have access to multiple perspectives, let's say more than four, life becomes easy to deal with. It doesn't become, or let's say, that easier to live with. Deal with, for sure. Let's see. How is this a blessing? You can be yourself now. All of this has led to nothing but freedom, independence. You're the unique one. You are the odd one out wherever you go. You are the purple sheep, you're the black sheep, you're this and that, you're the ugly duckling turning into the swan that you are. And you have always known that that's who you are. And now even you can see it. Earlier you couldn't. Now even you can see it. Others, they always knew. You, not so much. Yeah, now you do. It's being so authentic that it just magnetizes the right energy to you, And the fake ones, they cannot even enter your auric field. And even if they do, all they get is triggered, I guess. Yeah, and I think that also serves a purpose at the end of the day. Two of Wands. All your thoughts, the things that you want, that you desire, your vision board, your manifestations, whatever you want to call it, everything is possible. Everything is possible. I'm not using a speaker, so I hope it's not making that dang dang sound, like really harsh sound when I'm banging. I hope so. Anyway, but yeah, all that cheering is also like, it's almost like spirit is cheering for you because you've come so far that you are basically getting the nectar in your blessings. Tell me what is bigger than that. This is immortality of the soul. This is living in the knowledge of that very immortality, We are very uncomfortable with mortality. Humans, so uncomfortable. Look at all the ads. Look at the social media. Look at the NPDs. So uncomfortable with mortality. You, not so much. Final card for the blessings for my lovely strength. Why? This is who you are. You are of the sun. You are the solar being. I do not care what's your sun sign, what's your moon sign, what's your rising sign, but this is who you are. You're the lion. The king of the kings. fierce, but so loving, generous, but only to the ones who deserve it in your notion. And that's all right. See, this is what fate is bringing in for you. It's the sun. Talk about healing, talk about blessings, talk about abundance, talk about vitality. That is what is coming in multiple areas of your life, especially work related, finances, abundance, things that make you feel safe and stable. Investments paying off, Seven of Pentacles underneath. Long wait. There's some fruition coming in for in the year of 2026. Love coming in. Very scorpionic and very Leo energy. Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, very strong. As well as Pisces. Virgo. I'm being asked to pull some animal spirit cards for my lovely Starborns. Let's see. Ooh, the elephant. Beautiful. Nightingale. Yeah, voice activation. Definitely. Because authenticity is at play here. So, of course, your throat chakra is active and alive and booming. Of course, because you're singing your own song. The love song I'm hearing. Shark. I'm reading it in two ways. You're not bleeding anymore. So the shark has got nothing on you. Okay? And the other thing is, you are the shark. Only when this side of you is provoked. And sometimes you're used as a divine tool of retribution. I mean, who else is going to do that? My lovely Starborns. Who else? And with the elephant here. Third eye active as F. This is also the energy of Lord Ganesha. This is the ultimate gatekeeper. You have the key. You have his blessings. No obstacle is big enough for you. Let's just say that. Nothing else. Alright, so now I'm gonna pull some cards from the Gateway of Light activation for my lovely Starborns. Messages for my lovely Starborns. The central sun. What was I saying? I was picking up on that Leo energy. Anunnaki light codes. End of this energy. You know, it's also, it feels 3D, but it's more so like 4D even. You know, it's like moving into the higher planes. It's a 5D ascension. Especially with Capra. Regeneration, success, abundance downloads. I mean, can you make this up? You cannot. Never, ever, ever, ever. Let's see, what does it mean? So your message here is the great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world. This is a time to regenerate. Tiredness and old energy are being washed away. Addiction being washed away. Obsession washed away. Old skins have peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. And who sheds their skin? The serpent, the year of the snake. That's what you have done. This is an exciting time. It is. Central sun energy is magnetic and all-powerful, opening you up to light and supporting you as you express your own light in this lifetime. New ideas, opportunities, and experiences come easily to you at this time, like the sun kissing the perfectly ripe soil. The seeds you have planted are being encouraged to grow. That's why we saw the Seven of Pentacles followed by Eight of Pentacles. That's movement. That's like grounding. That's like investments paying off. The work that you're putting in, getting return in real time. No more waiting. So realize that in order to go beyond your horizon, it's important for you to welcome energetic exchanges. What am I telling you? That's why your idea of love, friendship, all of that shifted. You cannot be contained. You're not supposed to be contained. You have to welcome energetic exchanges. You're a transpersonal being if you're a starborn. How else are you going to spread your light? Tell me that. You cannot function like, people who are tied up to certain institutions. You cannot function like that. That is not New Age. That is not the age of Aquarius. That is not all of that, yeah? The shift that we are moving into, the shift that we are grounding, it is going to change a lot of things in our society, okay? And certain people will not be able to cope with it. Sometimes even we won't be able to cope with it because it is destroying our own ideas of what we have always known growing up. So it's just massive unlearning, massive deconditioning after deconditioning. So it's not easy. So be nice to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Have compassion for yourself first and foremost. And of course, you cannot help but have it for others. So when you help others, you let yourself be helped in return. And let me tell you something, my lovely Starborns. Receptivity gets blocked if you are not giving out love, help, and your energy more than anything to the ones you come in contact with. You cannot be an island. You cannot afford to be an island. Not anymore. Sorry. Not sorry. So when you invest energy in projects, you let energy be invested in yourself, okay? Work coming in, dharma opening up. You just have to become very comfortable in putting yourself out there. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. Most of you I'm reading for, hermit stage over. Talk, over. Do the work. Real work. Proactivity. That's the key word. 2026, year of the horse. Run. Okay? Not away from yourself or others. No. Run towards the goalpost. It's closer than you think it is. That's all I got for you. I hope this helps. And I love you all. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.